Hey there, viewers, and welcome back to Bestie. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. This relationship can be with family members, friends, partners, or employers. Trust is built when someone matches their behavior with what they say. It instills a feeling of confidence and security in a relationship. But how can you tell if someone is being truthful to you or just taking you for a ride? There are certain sets of traits that people who are habitually untrustworthy have in common. Of course, we cannot walk around being suspicious of everyone, but it is important to have an understanding of people who cannot be trusted. Picking up on these red flags will save you from getting hurt in the future. Gossiping? People who lack empathy? Narcissists? Stay tuned to find out signs to spot an untrustworthy person. Number 1. They're emotionally unstable. It's common for us to go through emotional ups and downs, but having those experiences and reacting to every event in an extreme manner is concerning. The way you manage your emotions says a lot about your mental well-being. If you know someone whose emotions fluctuate widely from one extreme to another, then that's a red flag for sure. The inability to manage feelings leads to an inability to make decisions. Even if the decision is made, they find it hard to stick to it. This means that there's no anchor to base your trust around. Don't get us wrong. Not all emotional people are untrustworthy. Only the ones that are impulsive, volatile, and emotionally polarized. Have you ever had an experience with an emotionally unstable person? Share your experience with us in the comments. Number 2. They don't show empathy. Lacking empathy is a constant feature shared among people who cannot be trusted. An empathetic person is someone who feels the pain and suffering of others on a deeper level and connects with them through this pain. They would never knowingly hurt someone because they know how it feels themselves. If someone intentionally betrays your trust, then they might lack empathy. The fact that some people are not even aware that they're being apathetic selectively makes it even worse. You should be aware of how you're treating other people and interacting with them to judge if you're being empathetic or not. For example, if you notice them being rude to waiters and janitors, then it's time to say goodbye. Number 3. They love to gossip. Gossiping seems like an innocent pastime during office breaks or with friends. Always remember that someone who gossips with you may also be gossiping about you. People normally start to tattle as a way of letting off some steam. However, you should know when to draw the line. For example, it would be highly inappropriate for your boss to start gossiping about his colleagues and peers. If you have a group of friends who judges others, then it may be time for you to find some new friends. Sure, it relieves stress and sometimes it strengthens your relationships with other people. But if they can't hold back about gossiping about someone, then you should probably make a quick exit. Number 4. They easily spill the beans. Who doesn't have secrets? At some point, you must have experienced someone letting your secret slip. This is one of the primary things that breaks trust in any relationship. If you're hanging out with someone who tells other people's secrets to you at the drop of a hat, then they may also be telling yours to others. People usually learn from their mistakes and mend their ways, realizing that confidentiality, when asked for and agreed to, is sacred. But someone who doesn't seem to understand the art of keeping a secret certainly isn't to be trusted. Your own secrets won't be treated with any more respect. Number 5. They're two-faced. There's no skill more important than spotting a two-faced person. Normally, such a person is not sincere. They say unpleasant things about you to others while seeming to be pleasant and on good terms with you. It's safe to say that a lot of us may have dealt with someone like this. They remain polite around you, but spread rumors behind your back. As soon as you start to notice this kind of behavior, it's best to get out of this relationship as fast as possible. Number 6. They're fickle. Someone who is fickle-minded will lack consistency and stability. They also tend to make erratic decisions. You know you're dealing with such a person if they find it difficult to commit. Their constant haphazard emotions make them highly indecisive. Decisions they make are more likely to be influenced by external factors rather than be guided by their internal compass. Their unpredictable emotional state shows that they're not trustworthy and cannot stick to any decision they make. When someone's constantly changing their mind, they don't have any accountability or reliability, which means there's no way you can trust them. It's important for you to recognize these signs and not let such a person string you along. Number 7. They seem insecure. Feeling insecure is common. Some people may feel this way for some time, while others may feel it a lot more in every aspect of their life. Insecurity stems from childhood trauma, loneliness, a critical parent, or social anxiety. An insecure person will try to make you feel bad for projecting their insecurities on you. They also complain about things not being good enough. Such people cannot be trusted because they have the ability to manipulate the situation in their favor. They do this to get things done their way without exposing their vulnerabilities. Being with them is emotionally draining, and you need to set strong boundaries rather than being their caretaker. Number 8, they always agree with you. Have you met someone who always agrees with you in your opinions? You rarely have any disagreement with them. This is actually cause for concern. People who constantly agree with others do this to maintain or form social relationships. They don't like to say that others are not telling the truth or lying because this creates an uncomfortable situation. So they take the shorter route and simply agree with you. The behavior should not be confused with being supportive. Deep in the hearts of a people pleaser, they have different ideals and goals than yours. This also means that they're not being real with their emotions. So will you ever know if their support is real or not? Such people often end up not having a lot of friends because they can never be themselves. Number 9, they show narcissistic traits. A narcissist is someone who is too self-involved. To be more accurate, narcissistic people aren't just people who are too self-centered, they have a massive sense of self-esteem. They're hungry for attention, admiration, or appreciation. It's pretty easy to spot such a person because they expect special treatment by others according to their status. It becomes hard for such a person to see things from other people's perspectives. They cannot take blame for their mistakes, no matter what the situation. They blame other people or situations or anything else for their faults. It becomes clear why a narcissist should never be fully trusted. Think you're dealing with a narcissist? Check out this video and learn how to identify one. Now back to signs that someone is not trustworthy. Number 10, they're overly charming. Have you ever met someone and immediately thought of them as a charming person? It may seem like you can trust them, but that's not the case. Charming people may seem like good listeners, but underneath all that sweetness hides bad intentions. This may be brought to light when you have already invested in the relationship. By digging deeper into their personality, you'll start to notice a pattern. They'll ask several questions about you while not revealing anything about their life or personality. This is concerning. They use their charm to get their way in life and should not be trusted with any important information. Number 11, they abuse their power. When you feel like someone is asserting their authority over you like your boss, they cannot be trusted. This aspect is known as emotional abuse, which is a way of controlling another person by criticizing, embarrassing, or manipulating. An emotionally abusive relationship wears down your self-esteem and mental health. It goes without saying that such a person should not be trusted. They'll gain your trust little by little and use that information or power against you. To recognize the pattern, you can do 2 things. Hear out your instincts and pay close attention to their behavior with people. Number 12, they fail to meet commitments. Constant inability to follow through with some commitment is a major sign of someone who is untrustworthy. Normally, if anyone is unable to meet commitments, they either send a quick text or let you know and apologize. On the other hand, when an untrustworthy person fails to meet a compromise, they don't care about other people's time. They also don't care about the consequences of their actions. If you know someone who does this, then you simply cannot trust them. If this happens in a professional setting, then this type of behavior will be undermined. Have you had to deal with untrustworthy people in the past? Share your experience in the comment section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait! What kind of Bestie would we be if we didn't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.